Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey here. I am back with another video for you. Today I'm going to look at the pyramids, more specifically mainly the Pyramids of Giza, and the fact that they were most definitely built by aliens. I'm going to throw so many facts about these pyramids at you that you're just going to think at the end of it, there's just no way that these could have been made by Egyptians 4,500 years ago. There are so many things about the pyramids that just do not add up, that just don't make sense, and you just think back to when they were supposedly built and you just think there's no way it was humanly possible for them to do that. Some of the things they did 2500 BC, 4,500 years ago, we can't replicate today with all the modern technology that we have. Back then they didn't even have the wheel. So, the Pyramids of Giza, 3 pyramids, one big one in the middle. The one in the middle has a 13-acre foundation. That's the equivalent of about 10 football fields. Now, it's not hard to make a big surface area, I understand that, I get it, until you take into consideration that this foundation consisted of slabs, each one weighing around the weight of an estate car. 13 acres of estate cars as a base. The Great Pyramid, which is the largest of the Pyramids of Giza, the one in the middle, and the largest pyramid in the world, consists of nearly 2.3 million blocks, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons. Now, it's theorised that they could have created wooden ramps in order to get the blocks there. However, there is no wood that could withstand 15 tons being rolled over it. It's thought that the pyramid took 20 years to be built. However, because of the sheer amount of blocks, and bear in mind the weight of the blocks, 2.5 to 15 tons, it would mean that they would have to be working 365 days a year, laying a brick every 2.5 minutes without rest continuously, day and night, every single day for 20 years. You also need to take into consideration back then wheels, iron and steel didn't exist. They hadn't discovered how to smelt it into tools by then. Copper balls and stone mallets to create something that we can't even replicate today. One of the smallest measuring tools found was 0.5236 meters, so around half a meter, right? And for the size of the pyramids, this would be the equivalent of measuring a swimming pool using a cup. There's many things within the pyramid that baffles as well. So there is a chamber that consists of 130 granite blocks. These granite blocks were sourced over 500 miles away from where the pyramid was built. Each block weighed between 12 to 70 tons. Then hauled up 210 feet in the air to where this chamber resided within the pyramid. Even today, that would be extremely difficult. But back then, when they had no vehicles, no wheels, they managed to drag 12 to 70 tons, 130 times, 500 miles, and then go up 210 feet. The issue is, with pushing a weight like that up at a degreed angle, anything above 10 degrees would be deemed impossible. So you're looking at a ramp at 10 degrees. This would have to have been built miles back, and there's never been any evidence or traces that a ramp was ever there. There are 3 very small chambers within the pyramid, and a passageway 300 feet long and yet only 3 foot wide. And it's at a constant slope. The angle doesn't differ whatsoever for 300 feet. The precision and accuracy to do that 4,500 years ago is almost impossible. The precision is to a 50th of an inch. And to be honest, the precision of those chambers overshadow today's tolerances within architecture. It's insane how they managed to pull this off. It is said that Pharaoh Khufu wanted the Great Pyramids built. His sarcophagus was found inside the pyramid and analysed. And the thing was, the giant granite sarcophagus was too big to be put in there. Therefore, they built the pyramid around the sarcophagus. But the sarcophagus gets even stranger. It weighed an estimated 3.75 tons, and it was hollowed out from a solid piece of granite. It also features some holes which imply that some form of drill was used. And that raises many questions, because this was a primitive time. How on earth did they hollow out granite, seemingly using drills, when no kind of tool existed at the time from what we have found? And it also raises questions that the effort that would have been required with what they had available to them to hollow out solid granite, it just seems impossible. Imagine using a wooden pickaxe or a stone mallet and a copper ball to hollow out a 3.75 ton piece of granite. The pyramids themselves are an absolute wonder as to how they're still here. They've withstood 3 major earthquakes throughout history. One that flattened Cairo in the 13th century. There is an Arabic proverb that says, "Man fears time, but time fears the pyramids." This is because over the last 450 years, scientists have been trying to work out the ingredients that were used in the mortar to create and bond these pyramids, and still to this day, we haven't figured it out. We do not know how they stuck the pyramids together, but clearly it works very, very well, because it has withstood history for 4,500 years. The pyramids are orientated perfectly to point north, to within 5/100ths of a degree. That precision was only matched in the 21st century. In the 17th century, the same methods were tried on a building in France, and they were 5 times less precise than what the Egyptians were 2,500 BC, with all the technological advancements of 4,200 years. Also, the pyramids have an air conditioning system, which means that the pyramids never go over 20 degrees Celsius. The ancient Egyptians worked out air conditioning 4,500 years ago. There's 3 entrances to the Pyramid of Giza, one of which is a massive 20-ton swivel door that is balanced so perfectly that from the inside you can open it using just one hand. So perfectly balanced, one hand, 20 tons, you wouldn't even know. And from the outside, it's so well built that you can't even tell there's a door there. The pyramids actually have 8 sides. Not many people know this. Ever so slight indentations that can be seen from above. Or 2 days a year, when a shadow is created on the face of the pyramid during the equinox, which is where the Earth's equator passes the center of the sun. It happens for a few seconds, 2 days a year. Guys, this has got aliens written all over it. Come on. A bit of maths for you. Pi and the golden number. I'm not very good at maths, so I'm not going to delve into it too deep at all. But pi and the golden number can be seen everywhere within the Pyramids of Giza. Visible in all the dimensions throughout the pyramid, including all the lengths, heights and widths of all the chambers within the pyramid. Also, if the pyramid was 50 centimeters bigger or smaller, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be standing. It's insane. The precision and the accuracy of these primitively tooled civilization is insane. But also there's similarity in the blocks and formations in Egypt as there are in Peru, Nazca, Machu Picchu, Easter Island and the pyramids. The stonework and masonry is all the same. And there is an exact line between Easter Island through Peru to the Pyramids of Giza. The similarities are just too much, guys. We're talking thousands of miles apart. There's even like Aztec ruins and things that have similarities in the hieroglyphics and stuff to the Egyptian pyramids. I know that people get a bit, oh, don't be silly when it says aliens and that, because, oh, why haven't they come back and helped us build shit recently? Well, maybe they set us on our way, who knows? But it's just, there's just too much there for me. There's too many things there that seem just impossible for humans to do in order for me to believe that it's anything other than extraterrestrial intervention. You know, we can't transport tons up impossible heights with little more than some rope and people pulling. Just doesn't happen. Just doesn't work. I mean, you even look at some of the depictions of the ancient pharaohs, they don't even look human. So maybe the pharaohs themselves weren't human and they were actually, maybe the Egyptians were ruled by aliens. Who knows? What do you guys think? That's what I want to know. What do you think down below? Because I really do genuinely believe alien intervention led to the rise of the Egyptians building these incredible monuments, pyramids, sphinx, etc. If you think I'm crazy, please do let me know down below. I would love to know. With all the facts I've given you today about the Pyramids of Giza, do you still think that they were man-made? Do you think that they were made by aliens? Do you think that maybe we were more advanced than we believed we were, and then some cataclysmic event sent us backwards, destroying all the technological advances that we had made? Who knows, guys? I do know that I want to go on a UFO watch or some shit at some point on this channel. Let me know if you want that down below. Thank you so much, guys. Listen, if you want to become a patron, it helps me out massively. It's a great way to support creators, so if you want to, link for that is down below. I stream on twitch.tv/Dudey Rhino most days, do a lot of different things. I watch documentaries, watch some scary, conspiracy, urban legend documentaries. I also play video games, play survival horror games and stuff like that. It'd probably be something that you're interested in. Go over twitch.tv/Dudey Rhino. That is it from me, guys, today. I hope that you enjoyed. The growth on this channel has been amazing. We're just going to keep on rocking, keep on rolling, guys. Look forward to the content coming up. I'm going to put my heart and soul into it, as I always do. Thank you so much. Like, share and subscribe. I'll see you very soon. Sweet one, guys.